Here in the bottom of the first, I don't know if we were having some technical difficulties with the internet where we couldn't get the stream up, but it should be working now. First pitch into Ben Mcconnell. We're here in the bottom of the first, and in the top half of the inning, Tanner Solomon worked a 1-2-3 frame. Looked really good. And Marcelo, in his professional debut, got 2 of the assists. Another foul ball. If I wasn't connected there in the top of the first, let me go over the lineup for the Paddleheads real quick. The Range Riders are batting, but just in case you're wondering about the Paddleheads, it's Willman, Thompson, Sparks leading off, and they went down 1-2-3. Newman, Gatewood, and Greenwald are due up the next inning as we get a swing and a miss there from Ben Mcconnell to lead off the Range Riders, bottom of the first. Like I said, middle of the lineup, due up next inning, Newman, Gatewood, Greenwald. The bottom 3 are O'Connor, Cece, and Jared Akins. On the other side, the Glacier Range Riders, Ben Mcconnell, Ryan Cash, and Sam Linscott lead off the game. Dean Miller, Livingston Morris, and Drew Sims are the middle 3, and Marcelo, Cole, and Brant Broussard are the bottom 3 in the lineup. Noah Marcelo making his professional debut. I already said, showed some defensive acumen in the first. He had 2 sharp grounders hit to him at second base, and he made the play. Easy throw to first base both times. Swing and miss from Cash, who for the first time this season for the Range Riders is playing third base. Pitch misses up high. Count goes to 1-1. 2 umpires today. Brandon Snyder is calling balls and strikes, and Kelly Atkinson is the man roaming the base paths. Swung on by Cash, looped up, and it's going to get out of play. Defensive alignment for the Missoula Paddleheads. Austin Seidel is the pitcher. Nick Cece is behind the plate. Cameron Thompson's over at third base. Willman is the shortstop. O'Connor plays second base. Gatewood over at first base. The outfield from left to right is Jared Akins, Keaton Greenwald, and Omar Sparks. Pitch misses high. Count goes to 2-2 now. Austin Seidel on the mound. You saw him on Tuesday night if you were watching the broadcast, and it's the same matchup pitching-wise between Seidel and Solomon. A called strike 3, and Cash goes down looking. Seidel has retired the first 2 via strikes. Sam Linscott up now, batting in the 3 spot. Up near the head of Sam Linscott. Count goes to 1-0. He lost his helmet there, ducking out of the way of that one. Both these pitchers should have no problem going in the heat that we have today. Clocking in at 86 degrees right now, and it's gone up 5 degrees since I started the broadcast and said, so we get a swing and a miss there. Count goes to 1-1. It was 81 degrees basically at 1 o'clock or 12:50 Mountain Time. Already at 1:15, it's kicked up to 86. Missing low, 2-1, 2 outs, bases empty. Austin Seidel versus Sam Linscott. Cloud County Community College in Concordia, Kansas, is where Seidel played some of his college ball, but finished up at Tabor College as we get a foul ball there. Tabor College is an NAIA school, so this is an NAIA matchup between Linscott, who finished his career at LC State. Seidel started his summer in Texas, playing for the Cleveland Railroaders. This one's hit to short, fielded by Willman. Willman throws, and a good stretch from Gatewood to make sure out number 3 is successful. We have 6 retired in order for both sides. Let's see if somebody can get on base in the second. Back here in the second inning, the top of the second, and leading off is Jason Newman. First pitch, he swings and misses at. This is a matchup with a little bit more of a backstory, as I talked about near the end of the game, thanks to the tidbit from Tanner Solomon's dad, as we get another swing and a miss, and Newman fooled twice by his former teammate at Lafayette. Two Aviators here, as that's where Jason Newman started his summer of 2021 before switching to pro ball. A 3-pitch strikeout. Tanner Solomon. That'll do it. Get a little bye going over the music. Nick Gatewood steps up now. 1 out, nobody on. Tanner Solomon misses a little bit low there. He made a great play, one unassisted in the top of that first inning. Just a slow roller that he picked up, scrambled over, and grabbed it for himself. This one's hit high in between left center and the shortstop, and it's the left fielder, Ryan Cole, that comes in to make the play. That's a good segue into the defensive alignment. Drew Sims is behind the plate. He caught for Tanner Solomon on Tuesday, and he catches for him again here. Ryan Cash over at third base. Going to be interesting to watch what happens the first time he gets called into action at that little bit different position. He's been so solid at second base, but making way for Noah Marcelo today. Brant Broussard is that shortstop, as this one is hammered to left field. Backing up is Cole, backing up is Mcconnell, and that ball is gone. Ball's being thrown in right now, but that's because it hit the netting in front of the scoreboard. And a solo home run from Keaton Greenwald makes it 1-0. The first hit of the game for either side is a solo jack. That one was stung off the bat of Greenwald. 1-0 Paddleheads. And now it is Mclean O'Connor. The first pitch he sees is a ball. Count goes to 1-0. There's a called strike. Mclean O'Connor has struggled in this series, but he's been a really good player for the Paddleheads. 279 batting average for him. There's a called strike. Count goes to 1-2 now. I don't know if I told you the outfield, but I'll just go over that again. It's Cole in left, Mcconnell in center, and Sam Linscott in right. Mcconnell in center, Linscott in right have been pretty much a consistent throughout this month. This one's hit to the outfield. Backing up is Ben Mcconnell, and he'll make the play for out number 3. But the solo home run from Keaton Greenwald is the difference in that inning. He goes yard to make it 1-0 as we head to the bottom of the second. Up comes Dean Miller. He leads off the bottom of the second for these Glacier Range Riders. Due up this half inning, Miller, Morris, and Drew Sims. First pitch misses low. Count goes to 1-0. I think we got Brody Wofford over there coaching first base. He's out of your view right now. Pitch goes high. Counts now 2-0. Austin Seidel, where he has struggled, well, as that one misses, it has been control at some point. And when he started in Cleburne, an 0-1 record and 8 as we get a swing on a 3-0 here. And I criticized it last night for the Paddleheads, and I have to do the same for the Glacier Range Riders there. It's never good luck to fly out or get out at all on a 3-0 count. And it's happened to Missoula, and right there, Miller gets the green light, and he flies out to right field. Up comes Livingston Morris batting in the 5 spot. Like I was saying, as that one hits the zone before Seidel got bailed out there. In Cleburne, 8 strikeouts and 9 walks for him over 10 2/3 innings pitched. This is a foul ball. 0-2 is the count now to Livingston Morris as Austin Seidel tries to retire 5 straight to start this contest if he can deal with Morris. Glacier Range Riders rocking their Sunday camo jerseys. The lettering is, or the numbering on the back is quite hard to read. So if there are any subs, bear with me. And a 3-pitch strikeout of Livingston Morris. Of course, Jason Newman and Tanner Solomon both played for the Lafayette Aviators in the Prospect League, but those two weren't the only guys to play in the Prospect League. The starting pitcher here, Austin Seidel for the Paddleheads. In 2018, suited up for the Quincy Gems in the Prospect League. Had 4 starts, 13 total appearances as he throws strike 1 to Drew Sims. Another called strike. Count goes to 0-2. So started off with 3 balls, then Miller flew out on the 3-0. And then it's been 5 straight strikes. Can he finish it off? He will not on that one. Goes up a high. Count is 1-2 with 2 outs here. Bases empty. Bottom of the second, 1-0 because of the home run that we saw in the top of the first off the bat of Keaton Greenwald. This is a foul ball. Count stays 1-2. Check swing goes up high, but he definitely held off. Count goes to 2-2. The appeal was over to first base, and the umpire over there, Kelly Atkinson, said no way. In Missoula this season, the whip. Walks and hits per innings pitch for Austin Seidel, 1.233. But, of course, picked up the first loss of his season on Tuesday. That one will miss high. We go full for Drew Sims. Gonna have to look back whether it was against Seidel, but Drew Sims hit a 3-run homer in that Tuesday game. Don't know exactly if it was off Seidel or not. Swings on that one. We'll have another at-bat, or another pitch in this at-bat. Yes, it was against Seidel. But Seidel gets a little revenge right there. A called strike 3, and it's 3 up, 3 down in the bottom of the second. Seidel looking good through 2 full. We'll be right back for the top of the third. Nick Cece will lead off the top of the third, and Jared Akins and Willman are due up as well. Cece batting 8th in the lineup. That one hits the zone. Count goes to 0-1 as Solomon is back to work on the mound. For Cece, he is the lowest among active players in batting average, batting .233 for the Paddleheads this season. Ball there. Count goes to 1-1. Foul ball. How many times can you say that the college mascot of the batter is the same as the hometown of the pitcher? Well, we can say that right now as Nick Cece, an Elon Phoenix, Tanner Solomon from Phoenix, Arizona. Again, I think that's fairly rare when you can say that. Of course, an Elon graduate have much higher chance than, a North Carolina graduate. I don't know there's any town called Tar Heel. Nick Cece hits that one all the way through the left center gap to the wall, and a stand-up double for the Missoula catcher. Puts him on second with no outs. Jared Akins steps up. Final batter to step up to the plate for Missoula today. For Cece in his 24th appearance, that is his 5th double of the season. 3-year career at Elon. Started off this season with the Lake Erie Crushers before heading out west. That one is pounded to right center field. It's going to get down one hop off the wall. And Akins is in with a stand-up double. 2 straight pounded doubles. And it is 2-0 in favor of Missoula. The solo home run last inning, doubles back-to-back. Missoula up by a pair now. Up comes the leadoff batter today, Cameron Willman, as Riley's getting the day off. He swings at the first pitch, but fouls it back. No outs here. Top of the third. 2-0 in favor of the Missoula Paddleheads. Cameron Willman at the plate. A New Mexico Lobo. Don't know of any towns anywhere called Lobo, so doubt that that's happened to him where his mascot has been the same hometown as the pitcher he's faced. Pitch goes high. Count is 1-1. A called strike. Count goes to 1-2. Currently reading 86 degrees as it seems to have started to plateau maybe a little bit here in the Flathead Valley. Still supposed to get up to as high as 97 today. And a swing and a miss. Willman is down on 4 pitches. Big strikeout for Solomon to get himself back on track in this inning. Just 10 pitches thrown for him. The pitch count is not high, but the worrying thing was how hard those 2 balls were pelted off the bats of CC and then Akins, the 8-9 in the lineup. Of course, this Range Rider squad started Tanner Solomon on Tuesday. I've already mentioned it. It was his first professional win. He threw 6 innings and allowed just 2 earned runs. 4 strikeouts and 2 walks for Solomon. Just 4 hits total against the right-hander out of Arizona. The 1-0 coming into Cameron Thompson, who is 0 for 1 today. He grounded out back to Solomon on that 1 unassisted that he had in the top of the first. That one will miss. Count goes to 2-0. Swing and a miss. Make it 2-1. One out, runner on second is Jared Akins. Plenty of speed from him. Missing up and away. Now it's a hitter's count for Cameron Thompson with the dangerous 3-4 of Sparks and Newman waiting on deck and in the hole. (3-1). A foul ball. Now it'll be 3-2, 1 out, runner on second here in the top of the third. Glacier Range Riders this season in day games, which of course this 1:05 start time is designated at. They have struggled playing during the day. 2-7 record. To be clear, day games are defined as games that start before 5 p.m. That one misses off the plate. It'll be a full count walk. Almost enticed to swing out of Thompson, but he held back and he'll take his free pass. In similar circumstances, the Range Riders have struggled on Sundays. They're 2-6. As the first pitch misses inside, thought Omar Sparks, but it was a called strike by the home plate umpire. Sparks raised his arms up. Home plate umpire was not fooled by that. The 0-1 with 1 out. Runners on first and second. Swung on, a foul ball. Tell you, if I'm a kid, I am chomping at the bit for that Kid Zone Rock area to open. Yet to be opening. It will be very soon. But when that opens up, that is going to be a foul ball paradise. Bring the glove, sit in there, and just feast. skips in the dirt. Nobody moves up. Count goes to 1-2. One, two, one out. Runners on first and second. The pitch misses in the dirt again. Another good block from Drew Sims behind the plate. Range Riders added 2 players to the roster today to join Ryan Cole, who was signed yesterday. 2 players being added were Austin Bates and Noah Marcelo. Bates is a catcher. Marcelo is kind of a Swiss Army knife. 2-2. Swung on, just got a piece of it, goes right into the Missoula Paddleheads bullpen. Looking down there, there is a lot of Paddleheads that are sitting on the back bench. More than happy to shield themselves from the sun under the shade of the top of the dugout. Another 2-2 coming in to Omar Sparks from Tanner Solomon. This one swung out to right. Linscott fields, catches on the run, and Akins luckily got a better read on that after his first couple steps because it looks like he was going to take off and try and get home, but that one held up in the air and long enough for Linscott to pop up and grab it. The danger is not averted, though. It is Jason Newman stepping up. Newman now on the season, 24 home runs, inching ever closer to tying the record from Zach Almond last year. 26 home runs in a single PBL season was hit by the Paddlehead Almond last year. Missing low and away. 3-pitch strikeout the first time Solomon saw his former Lafayette Aviator teammate. 1-0, 2 outs. Foul ball and just sounds different coming off his bat. As that foul ball was hit with a lot of force. Count is 1-2 now, or 1-1 with 2 outs. Into the dirt, it's going to be enough for both runners to move up. A little wild pitch, but with what we've seen from Drew Sims and the expectation that he holds himself to, I think he thought he should have blocked that one better than he did. Help his pitcher out, but now both runners in scoring position in this 2-0 game. Solomon trying to limit the damage. Another one off the plate and into the dirt. Three 3-1 count for Jason Newman. It'll be interesting to see what Solomon goes with here. Hitters count for a guy that can plaster one. Solomon knows that just as well as anybody. 3-1, 2 outs. Thompson on second, Akins on third. Pitch, a called strike. Keys in on the upper inside part of the zone. Gets the call from Brandon Snyder. We have something being said. I think somebody lost a glove or something over the railing in the open general admission area. But that was our quick delay. We are back and ready to see a 3-2 pitch to Jason Newman with 2 outs. Runners on second and third. The pitch. Ooh. Called ball 4. That didn't look far off. Up comes Nick Gatewood. Gatewood 0 for 1 today. That call could be huge if the batter Gatewood's able to reach pay dirt. And he is. Base hit. One will score. Thompson rounds. He comes home. The throw will be cut off. It's a 2 RBI single right after a 3-2 pitch that goes against Tanner Solomon. And the benefit of that one just missing the zone pays dividends right away for the Missoula Paddleheads, now 4-0. Nick Hogan's going to come out and get his money's worth. And I'm sure he's talking right now. I don't know what else he would be talking about other than the fact that saying that 3-2 pitch getting called a ball kind of screwed the Range Riders. And again, I don't have a good view of it. I can't tell you whether it was or wasn't. The home plate umpire was right on top of it, called it a ball 4. And the next pitch was taken for a 2 RBI single, but he was kind of pointing up closer to his pitcher, Tanner Solomon, not pointing to the strike zone or anything like that, as this is a high pop fly. Dean Miller will come in from first base, and he makes the grab. 3 runs across for the Missoula Paddleheads. They make it 4-0 here, midway through the third. Noah Marcelo steps in for the first time in his professional career. Congratulations to the Marcelo family, whether we're back home watching in San Mateo or elsewhere throughout the country. It is a long road to get here and just a milestone in the career and life of Noah Marcelo. A called strike, count goes to 0-1. Marcelo started off this summer playing 24 games for the Duluth Huskies in the Northwoods League. Batted .220 and had 2 home runs. And he's behind 0-2 here in his first professional AB. That pitch will miss high. Count goes to 1-2. For his collegiate career, Marcelo spent time at Skyline College as well as Arizona Western. And a swing and a miss. Marcelo goes down on strikes in his first professional AB. Up comes Ryan Cole. Speaking of first, he's looking for his first professional hit as he steps in. Another guy that has spent, during his collegiate career, spent all his summer ball in the Northwoods League. Has one season with the Rockford Rivets, of course. Mentioned that last night. Lucky enough to call him and some of the other crew that he played with there. First pitch was a called strike to Ryan Cole. Count is 0-1, 1 out. Pitch coming in, and this one swung on, looped high down the left field line. Charging over is Thompson. Almost made a brilliant over-the-shoulder catch, but it falls safely in foul territory, and the count will go to 0-2 as Cole's earned himself a mulligan. It's like Ryan Cole broke his bat on that one. Oh, 2, 1 out. Ryan Cole 0 for 3 last night. Did not reach base, so looking to just get on. A called strike 3. Seidel is cooking right now. He has 8 straight retired. Up comes Brant Broussard. His role in this squad is to be a leader, of course, but with his play, he's often asked upon to try and ignite something, and this is that time when you look to Brant Broussard to see if he can do something with 2 outs. First pitch misses inside. Count goes to 1-0. 8 straight retired, 8 for 8 to start the game for Austin Seidel. And he finds the strike zone there. Right now he's pitching with a lot of confidence after his offense coming through for him more than they did in his first start in this series, producing 4 runs in just 3 innings. Nice breaker, but doesn't entice a swing out of Broussard. It's 2-1 as it misses inside. That one will miss just high, I think. 3-1, 2 outs, base is empty. Seidel trying to get rid of the side in order once again. He will not. Broussard did something with it, able to earn himself a walk, and we flip over the lineup card for the Range Riders for the first time. Up comes Ben Mcconnell. Foul ball starts off McConnell's second at bat of the game. He struck out swinging in his first trip to the plate. McConnell on the squad, just over the 300 mark, a 306 batting average for him. Also 30 steals on the season. Missing high, count goes to 1-1. Ben McConnell earning that walk also is a big thing, just to try and raise Seidel's pitch count, because as it seems right now, it doesn't look like much is going to happen against him. And maybe I'll eat my words. 1-1. Missing low. Count goes to 2-1. Still no hits for the Glacier Range Riders today. 4 for Missoula. That has fueled them to their 4 runs scored. 2-1, 2 outs, runner on first is Brant Broussard. The pitch swung on to left field. Will it be fair? It will. Broussard was running on the pitch. Broussard is going to get the green light. There will be a throw home. The play is cut off at home. Seidel cut that one off, and it could have had a chance to get Broussard charging all the way from first base, but it's an RBI double from Ben McConnell, and I did jinx it for the pitcher Seidel. His shutout is gone. His no-hitter is gone. Ryan Cash steps up now with the speedy Ben Mcconnell in scoring position on second base, trying to see if he can make this inning go even more downhill for the Paddleheads. First pitch swinging, it's a foul ball. Four to one here, bottom of the third. 2 outs, runner on second, and 0-1 count for Ryan Cash. Swung on, another foul ball. This one straightened a little bit more out. Actually, less straightened out, I should say, but a little bit closer to getting better positioning on that crack. The 0-2. Swings on it, and that was a carbon copy of the first foul ball. Count stays 0-2. Cash had an offer against Seidel when he saw him on Tuesday. And today he struck out looking against the right-hander from Texas. It's an all-Texas battle. Swings on that one. It's a high foul ball once again. Cash defending on 0-2. And Seidel up to 20 pitches this inning. He'll throw 50 for the game on this next pitch. Linscott waiting on deck. In the hole is Dean Miller. Finally, a ball thrown by Seidel, who was frustrated with throwing him near the zone, and Cash eating him up for fouls. So he finally allows himself to miss. 1-2 is the count now, 2 outs. Mcconnell still on second, all sorts of speed to score on a possible base hit. 1-2 coming in to Ryan Cash. Swings on it. Call it a foul ball. Foul, 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 foul. Ball, foul. That's how this at-bat has gone right now for Ryan Cash. The only one that he didn't like took it for a ball. But now he'll see another 1-2. 6th pitch of the at-bat. Actually, the 7th. Swung on. It's a dribbler. Back to Seidel. He'll field it off the hop and then throw a rifle over to first base, but a good adjustment from Nick Gatewood, who is able to field it successfully over at first base for the 1-3 ground out. However, the RBI double from Ben Mcconnell makes it 4-1. Shutout's gone. We head to the 4th. Back here, we are in the top of the fourth inning, and it is a lead for the Missoula Paddleheads looking to earn a split in this series. The first pitch will miss low to Mclean O'Connor. Count goes to 1-0. Now it's 2-0. So that one missed as well. 4-1, top of the fourth inning. Still plenty of game to play on this hot last day of July. Limbo and a ball 3. Green light on 3-0 and make it work. Mclean O'Connor finds a way to get out of his funk by swinging on that 3-0. And that's where you proved me wrong. When I was talking about last night, I had not seen a 3-0 green light work for the Paddleheads, and there, I think, is the first time I can recall one coming to pass. As Mclean O'Connor took that one right down the pipe and slammed it into left field for a base hit. Nick Cece sees the first pitch go into the zone, a called strike. I already mentioned he is a member of the alumni group for the Elon Phoenix. Played 3 seasons in North Carolina. So he gets a pitch, or a pickoff attempt unsuccessful. In those 3 seasons with the Phoenix, 94 career games played for CC and a .245 batting average. Had 10 home runs over the course of his collegiate career. Swing and a foul ball. Oh, 2, no outs, runner on first coming in from Tanner Solomon, who is at 60 pitches right now. Pickoff attempt was unsuccessful. Now we'll get an 0-2, and it'll miss low and away. Count goes to 1-2. One, 2, no outs, runner on first. Pitch misses up and away. Now it is 2-2. Of course, in the top of the second with that solo home run that we saw from Keaton Greenwald, the Paddleheads scored first. The Range Riders, when the opponent scores first, 7-27. This one hit out to right field. Linscott will catch it. He'll throw it in, and he'll just be a little bit too late getting back. It would have been safe whether Dean Miller got that one cleanly or not, but a hit and run that almost backfired tremendously. Call it a line out to Sam Linscott, and one gone in the top of the fourth. Up comes Jared Akins. Akins will have to wait for a second to see the first pitch of his second at-bat. He got an RBI double his first time up. Slapped it into the right center field gap. For Akins, a player that spent a year at Fresno State, he swings and misses. Really solid year for the Bulldogs. .328 batting average and 11 home runs. And then he was picked up by the Minnesota Twins organization after being drafted in the 13th round of the 2017 draft. Runners going, a foul ball, as the hit and runs continue to make Mclean O'Connor have to walk back and forth from first to second / run. slash jog. He's walking right now. There's a little jog. 0-2, 1 out. Jared Akins at the plate versus Tanner Solomon. That pitch misses up and away. Count goes to 1-2. In 2017, for Akins, he just finished out his 2017 year after playing that spring with Fresno State in the Gulf Coast League for the Twins there. And then spent 2018 between rookie ball and A as we get a successful steal at second here from O'Connor. Finally, he's able to stay at second. Decent numbers, especially in Elizabethton with the, at that time, they were called the Twins in the Appalachian League. I think actually the Appalachian League before it became a summer collegiate league in 2020 took the name of their affiliate. This one's hit right to short, and then O'Connor is stranded on the turf. Brant Broussard in a little bit of a shift there in the perfect position to grab that one. He scrambles to second, taps the bag, and it's a double play, 6 unassisted. Great way to get out of a little bit of a jam with O'Connor in scoring position. We head to the bottom of the fourth. It is still 4-1, Missoula. We're back here. We're in the bottom of the fourth inning, and it is 3-4-5. Linscott, Miller, and Morris due up for the Glacier Range Riders. Austin Seidel at 52 pitches. His 53rd is laced into left field, and it'll be right into the glove of Jared Akins. Up comes Dean Miller. He's 0 for 1 today. Flied out to right field. Austin Seidel has worked his first couple innings very well. His only wood bat experience that I have him at as a pitcher was that summer that he spent with the Quincy Gems. 1-1 record of 4.73 ERA. 31 strikeouts to 13 walks in 26 2/3 innings of work. Swing and a miss from Miller. Got him fooled on that one. Count goes to 1-1. That one's laced into right field. Going to be a base hit for Dean Miller. Takes the 1-1 pitch and spots it beyond Gatewood. And Livingston Morris will get a step up now with a runner on first base for him. Just in general, as a reminder, we'd like to remind you that every home run hit here at Flathead Field by your Glacier Range Riders, Hidden Homes Montana, and Keller Williams Realty will be making a donation to local charities. For this homestand, Hidden Homes Montana has chosen Glacier National Park Conservancy as their charity of choice. Pitch goes into the zone, a called strike. Just thought I should mention that in case anything happens here for Livingston Morris, who can pop one. He actually went yard earlier this series, and that one is gone. Goodbye, baseball. You knew it the second it left the bat. It is 4-3 as Livingston Morris has just sent a ball to outer space. Wow. That Range Riders home run is presented by Hidden Homes Montana. Don't forget, Hidden Homes Montana and Keller Williams Realty are making a donation to Glacier National Park Conservancy for every home run hit by your Glacier Range Riders at Flathead Field this homestand. I told you I was telling you for a reason. That was, yeah, that'll do. He hit a home run earlier this series that was 112 off the bat. Going to be interesting to see what that one was. Because this one's hit hard to short, but Willman is right there to field. A tough play for Gatewood to make, but he does so. And up comes Noah Marcelo for his second professional at-bat. Now everybody that steps up for the Range Riders has a chance with, in theory, a solo shot to send one over the fence and tie a game in one swing of the bat. Noah Marcelo has the power to do that. You saw some of the power there as that one flew off the bat, but deflected off the front of the fence. And that's shielding the Range Riders dugout. Count goes to 0-1. This one swung on a high fly ball to right center field. Both fielders charging into it, and they battle for it a little bit. Nobody got the clear call off, and it's Greenwald that comes in and makes the successful catch in center field. But it's a home run from Livingston Morris. That was an absolute no-doubter. It's 4-3 as we head to the fifth. We're about ready to go here in the top of the fifth. It's Cameron Willman that will lead off. The first pitch is right down Main Street. A called strike. Count goes to 0-1. I got the stats back from Dawson Day and Quentin Longree next door as we get a foul ball and make it 0-2. And the results are in. 111 miles per hour off the bat of that Livingston Morris home run and 440 feet. That is insane. Let me, as that one misses high, count goes to 1-2. The left field line, that was hit close to the left field foul pole, clearly within it in fair territory to the right of the foul pole. As we get a swing and a miss, Tanner Solomon comes through with a 4-pitch strikeout to start the top of the fifth. The distance to the left field foul pole is 328. That means he hit that ball over 100 feet away from the wall, over the wall. An incredible shellacking from Livingston Morris. I didn't even watch it go because I saw how it ripped. And at that point, the best thing to do is just watch the batter revel in it. As that's what Livingston Morris did. Pimped it out plenty, and it is a one-run ball game here in the top of the fifth. Called strike. Count goes to 1-1. That one will miss. Count goes to 2-1. Up at the plate is Cameron Thompson. He's 0 for 1 today. He's got himself a walk and a ground out to the pitcher. Another one misses, and Thompson's ahead 3-1. Swung on a high ball. That will be foul. I don't think we've seen Livingston, I don't think we've seen Ryan Cash get called once over there at third yet. Still waiting to see what he can do. From third base, we know he's got a heck of an arm. Not just from what he's done at second, but from his football career. This one is cracked to center field. Backing up is Mcconnell. He'll get to the warning track, and that one is gone. What a hit from Cameron Thompson. A solo home run to almost straightaway center field. Just to the left of the batter's eye. And it is 5-3 now. The Paddleheads are in front.
Number 9, right fielder, Omar Sparks.
And the first pitch to Lamar Sparks misses. Count goes to 1-0. It is 5-3 now here. Top of the fifth as Lamar Sparks, who's 0 for 2 today, steps in to try and follow up that boom shot by Cameron Thompson. This one hit to the deep hole. Broussard will only be able to stop it. No way he was going to be able to get a throw off with enough gas to get out Lamar Sparks. So call it an infield single to put Sparks on. And now Jason Newman steps up. Newman 0 for 1 today, does have a walk to his credit. And that was a crucial walk because right after it, it was a 2 RBI single from Nick Gatewood. Called strike. Count goes to 0-1. One out. A 1 count. Runner on first for Jason Newman. Third battle today with Tanner Solomon. Count goes to 1-1. Of course, just like in almost every sport, you bond with your position group more than the team as a whole. And Newman and Tanner Solomon, very different in a lot of their routines, I'm sure, when they were with the Lafayette Aviators, but you still have plenty of long bus rides. And baseball players, at least in my experience, they play the heck out of the game of Mafia during their bus rides. Count goes to 1-2. I don't travel with the team for the Range Riders, so I do not know exactly what the game or games of choice on the bus rides are for Glacier, but they find a way to keep themselves busy. 1-2 after the swing and a miss from Newman. This is a high pop fly. Miller gets over, but it will be foul. Another 1-2 will come in. Another foul ball. One, two, one out. Runner on first is Omar Sparks. The pitch right up the middle, and Marcelo can't get to it. Omar Sparks will go all the way to third. And so now it'll be runners on the corners after that laced single from Jason Newman. Up comes Nick Gatewood, 2 RBIs to his name already after he singled into right field to bring 2 runs in. His last time up. First pitch coming in is not swung on, and it's low. Count goes to 1-0. Starting to get warm-ups going on in the Glacier bullpen. As Tanner Solomon, I got him up at 88 pitches right now. Swing and a miss. Count goes to 1-1. For a guy that is usually a starter, that's a lot. For a guy that hasn't been a starter the first half of the season and is coming off a full spring season as well. Got to think he's right around his limit. That one will miss low. 2-1, 1 out. Runners on the corners right now for Nick Gatewood. That'll miss high. Now a ball will load the bases with 1 out if Solomon can't find the zone. A 3-1 with 1 out and runners on the corners coming in. Swung on by Gatewood. It'll be a high fly ball to left field, shielding his eyes, making the catch. The throw will come home, and it likely would have done in Omar Sparks, so smartly he holds off. But actually Newman, smartly enough, advanced from first, so he tags up. Good play by Cole there to come in, track that one right on the left field foul line, and then gun it in. Now 2 outs for a man who has a home run already today, Keaton Greenwald. First pitch in the dirt. Good block. That one will miss low. They have to appeal out to the umpire, who is standing pretty much right behind Tanner Solomon. No way that he has a good angle to see if Keaton Greenwald went, and I don't think he did anyway. Count goes to 2-0 now for Greenwald. 2-0, 2 outs. That one will hit the zone. Count goes to 2-1. Two one, 2 outs. Missing high. It goes to 3-1. It was hitter's count for Gatewood, though. And Gatewood popped out to left field on that 3-1 pitch. Tanner Solomon at 96 pitches on this hot Sunday afternoon in the Flathead Valley. The pitch finds the strike zone, and it will go full. 3-2, 2 outs. We saw this exact same situation in the top of the third when Jason Newman was at the plate, and a pitch just missed to be called ball 4. Solomon on his 98th pitch of the day. Can he right the earlier wrong? It will be swung on. We'll get another pitch. Foul ball gives us payoff pitch once more. Three, 2 outs. Runners on second and third. Solomon sets. A high pop-up. Coming in is Sam Linscott. Linscott, lots of room to run, but he ends up navigating it and making the catch for out number 3. Solomon allows one on the solo jack, but that is all that happened. 2 men left on second and third. The lone scoring play was that home run. It's a 2-run lead for the Missoula Paddleheads. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Up comes Ryan Cole. He will lead off this inning as we get 8-9-1 here in the bottom of the 5th. And he laced that one down the left field line. It's going to be about 5 feet to the left of the chalk. And Ryan Cole comes up just a tad bit early on his swing. But that one was going to be at least 2 if it was just a little bit later of a swing pulled by him. Count goes 0-1. And he delays the swing too much there and gets under it a little bit too much as it is a pop-up to right field. And out number 1 into the glove of Omar Sparks. Up comes Brant Broussard. Broke up the perfect game that Austin Seidel had going through the first 8 batters. Brant Broussard got himself a walk that first time up. And a called strike starts his second trip to the plate. We're in the bottom of the fifth. It's 5-3 in favor of the Missoula Paddleheads. Delayed swing there and a foul ball to the other side. Count goes 0-2. Just one other game going on in the Pioneer League at this current moment. Actually, just underway. We have Boise and Ogden. Oh, that one just missed. I don't know where it missed, but I would not be happy if I was Austin Seidel. Doesn't get the benefit of the doubt on 0-2. Goes to 1-2. Boise and Ogden just underway. Boise leads 6-0 after dropping 6 runs in the top of the first. Skips in the dirt, now goes to 2-2. Billings in northern Colorado, 0-0 between the Owls and the Mustangs, and this is the other game just getting started. Over in Grand Junction is Rocky Mountain and the Grand Junction Rockies. Swung on a foul ball. Still 2-2, 1 out, base is empty here. Like I said, 4 o'clock, Idaho Falls and Great Falls will face off. If Great Falls wins that one, then they guarantee themselves at least a share of first place. After tomorrow's a day off for everybody in the league, another foul ball. Ryan Cole started this inning off with a fly out to right field. Brant Broussard batting second. And fouls another pitch off. We got the 8th pitch of the at-bat coming. Hits right now are 8-3 in favor of Missoula, but Chandler Solomon's come up mostly clutch when he's needed to, with the exception of that 2-out bases loaded 2 RBI single from Gatewood. And a called strike 3. Did not look far off from the pitch that Seidel put in there at 0-2. That looked like strike 3 at that point to me. I'm sure Seidel would just be frustrated that he had to throw an extra 6 pitches to get that punch-out pitch. In comes his 72nd pitch of the day, and it misses high. Count goes 1-0. 2 outs. Ben Mcconnell at the plate. Mcconnell doubled down into left field that scored Brant Broussard all the way from first base. This one smacked, but it's right at the shortstop, Cameron Willman. Willman goes to his shoe tops and gloves it for out number 3. Still a 12-pitch inning from Austin Seidel, and he looks to come back in the 6th. The Paddleheads have a 5-3 lead. It's Mclean O'Connor that leads off the top of the sixth for the new pitcher, Brett Barnett. Barnett comes in, the left-hander, 6'4", 200 pounds, out of Indianola, Iowa. Spent the first part of this season with the Billings Mustangs, and with Billings, he appeared just 9 times. This is his 8th appearance for the Glacier Range Riders. In those 9 appearances for Billings, 7 2/3 innings pitched, 9 strikeouts to 5 walks. Just finished up a 5-year career as a jackrabbit at South Dakota State. First pitch misses high to Mclean O'Connor. Count goes to 1-0. Make it 2-0 now. That one will miss. Swing and a miss. Count goes to 2-1. Swing and a miss. Now 2-2. Just trying to figure out if we got a new catcher here. It does not look like it's Drew Sims behind home plate. And, of course, the camo jerseys, as I mentioned earlier, not easy to see the numbers. And it makes it even harder when they're wearing a catcher and they got those back straps over the numbers. Swung on. This one is out of play. But now that he took off his mask, I think I can confirm that it's number 4, Austin Bates, making his professional debut. Austin Bates is. The newest player, along with Noah Marcelo. That one misses. Count goes to 3-2. Bates tried to frame it, but he couldn't get the call from our home plate umpire. We'll do a payoff pitch here. And it'll be ball 4.
15, catcher Nick Cece. And now catching for the Range Riders, number 4, from also making his pro baseball debut, Austin Bates.
Just had it announced over the PA. Making his pro baseball debut, Austin Bates. The first batter that he sees while behind the plate is a full count walk. Nick Cece now steps up, the catcher for the Paddleheads. Assume there are no other changes, so I can assume that Bates will bat in the 6th spot, and that one hits the zone. I'll tell you a little bit more about Brett Barnett in a second, but I'll have you meet Austin Bates at least a little bit to know what he is all about. Just finished up 3 seasons at Georgia Gwinnett, 136 games played for the Grizzlies after heading there from Chipola College in Florida. It will be out. No. Our umpire on the base paths originally pointed down. I thought he was making some sort of out call there. But it's called safe over at second as O'Connor gets in there successfully. Kelly Akins in on the base paths. These umpires have to deal with the same teams for these long series, just as the teams have to deal with each other too, and the same fans as well. This one's a slow roller, hit over to third. Ryan Cash, first time he's called into action over at third base, and he makes it look easy. O'Connor does move up to third base with 1 out now. So I mentioned the new catcher, Bates. JUCO experience, then Georgia Gwinnett, so he's played with a lot of these guys. Has caught from a few of these pitchers. And I'll tell you more about his batting stats when he comes up. He had an incredible 2021 season for the Grizz. Well, let's tell you even more about Brant Barnett. Already said, 5-year career at South Dakota State. 6 wins for him in that time. A career 4.28 ERA. So that one misses low. 111 total innings pitched for the Jackrabbits. He did not allow triple-digit hits. 99 hits on the dot allowed in his professional career. He had 147 strikeouts, 67 walks. The 1-0. Swung on and missed by Jared Akins, who's up at the plate now. One out, runner on third. Lots of speed there in Mclean O'Connor. Swung on and missed. Throw down to third, caught Ryan Cash a little bit off guard. Some Bates trying to make a play from behind the dish. Nearly backfired as Cash is going to have to knock some of the pellets off of his knees. 1-2 is the count. 1 out, runner on third as Brant Barnett prepares to fire. Swung on and missed. Good snag behind the plate from Bates, and a 3-pitch strikeout takes a sacrifice opportunity off the board. Cameron Willman's going to need to do something with it. As he has a ground out and 2 strikeouts, he is glad to see the end of Tanner Solomon. Give you the final line on Tanner Solomon. A solid start for him, but he's going to be frustrated thinking that he could do better, I'm sure. 99 pitches thrown on the dot, 5 innings full, 8 hits allowed, 5 runs all earned, 3 strikeouts to 2 walks. We have no errors for either side at this point in the contest. That one skips in the dirt. And a gambling play made by Bates there, as he knew that O'Connor took a couple more steps into home. And he grabbed that one bare hand after he deflected it and then gunned it over to third. Ryan Cash, luckily there to make the catch. Count goes to 1-0. A called ball there. Crowd all thought it was going to be a strike. 2-0, 2 outs. Runner on third. Barnett sets. And a swing and a miss. Just 2 career starts over his post-high school playing days for Brant Barnett. 1 in 2020, 1 in 2021. But he was much more utilized as a closer. 18 saves, including 2 in his summer playing days. This one's hit over or thrown over to first, and it is out over at first. Yes, it is. Took the umpire on the base paths a second, just confirming with his home plate umpire that the tag was applied by Dean Miller, but I had a great angle on it, and I can confirm that it was. The throw a little bit offline from Broussard, but out of a little bit of a jam in Barnett's first inning of work. And we head to the bottom of the 6th, 5-3, Missoula leads. Back here, bottom of the 6th inning. First pitch into Ryan Cash is fouled off. Count goes to 0-1. We're starting to see some bodies moving up. There's 4 different paddleheads up over in the bullpen, but none of them are officially taking any warm-up pitches. Austin Seidel about to throw pitch number 75 for himself. It'll miss. Skip in the dirt. Count is 1-1. Seidel has done good here, much better than his first appearance versus these Glacier Range Riders, as he's been all over Ryan Cash. Cash continues to not be able to reach base on Seidel. Kind of the one number that Seidel has consistently been able to get a hold of. That one misses inside. Count goes to 2-2. But Cash mentioned in the interview the next night, he said, just picking the team up, being able to make up for guys when they struggle, because that night that I interviewed him, he had a great night, a home run, and led the team in total bases. And this one is a high fly ball, and looks like it'll die in center field. It will. Greenwald grabs it for out number 1. But he said just finding a way to rely on your teammates and, have an 0 for the night before and turn around and hit a 3-run jack that cements a win in the next contest. Up comes Sam Linscott. 0 for 2 today is the Washington native. I mentioned that first game that Austin Seidel played against these Range Riders. He only threw 5 1/3, so that one will spin him off. And it was actually at this point right here in that game, he's through 5 1/3 on the dot right now. And he was pulled after allowing 9 hits, 8 runs, 6 of them earned, and getting 3 strikeouts and 2 walks. Breaking ball can't dip into the zone, so he's trying to get over that 5 1/3 hump right now. He's getting close in terms of pitches, but still, nobody warming up because he's been incredibly solid. Two, one out. And a base hit from Sam Linscott. Lines that one right beyond Gatewood. And now Dean Miller steps up. 1 for 2 today, and he had a hit, pretty much a carbon copy of that one that Sam Linscott just had. A line shot that went beyond the glove of the first baseman, Gatewood. Dean Miller, one of the fan favorites because of his prowess in terms of hitting home runs. And we got time called here. Nick Hogan wasn't wearing his batting helmet. Went and go and switch that out, and you'll see him enter the left side of your screen here shortly with his batting helmet on now. Linscott on first, 1 out. Dean Miller could tie this game in one swing of the bat. Lined over to third, double clutched, but it will be a perfect 5-4-3 double play from the Missoula Paddleheads. Not only did they get out of that inning, but they might have just bought their pitcher another inning with a quick defensive turn of 2. We head to the 7th. It is 5-3, Missoula. Up comes Cameron Thompson, who shellacked a home run 400 feet to center field. His most recent time up. He also has a walk and a ground out today. Due up this inning, it's 2-3-4 for the Missoula Paddleheads. Thompson, Sparks, and Newman. Brett Barnett out for his second inning of work. First pitch to Thompson will miss low. Count goes to 1-0. Mentioned right at the end of that last inning that it was mostly a career played at South Dakota State coming in here, but did spend 18 games playing in the Northwoods League for the Bismarck Larks last summer. In that time, a 1-2 record, a 3.26 ERA, and 2 saves. Those are the only 2 of his 20 career saves that are not with the South Dakota State Jackrabbits. 1-1 is the count. A called strike. Count goes to 1-2. Brett Barnett, well, what else can I tell you about him? He was a first-team All-Summit League selection in 2019. That was a year that he had a 5-1 record in 20 games, 7 saves for him. ERA was 1.31 for Barnett. That'll miss off the plate. Count goes to 2-2. Not too untalented in the classroom either for Barnett. 3-time Summit League Academic Honor Roll selection as well. Swung on up the middle, fielded by Broussard, who will throw sidearm and safe over at first. That one's just too slow of a roller, and Broussard had way too much ground to make up, apparently. Called safe, and a runner will be on first with no outs. Omar Sparks steps up. He's 1 for 3. Singled in the infield variety. His most recent time up will foul that one back. Barnett went to high school at Martinsdale St. Mary's High School. He was an all-state super team selection as an outfielder during his senior year. Foul ball. Count goes to 0-2. And he's got some speed as well. Who knows if there's a chance we see him on the base paths. In high school, he had a 20 of 22 mark on stolen bases. And, of course, on the mound, he was very solid as well. 6-0. And 80 strikeouts to 17 walks. And speaking of striking out, he gets strike 3 there, looking for Omar Sparks. One out now after Sparks goes down looking. And as you can presume, with Barnett having a lanky frame of 6'4", he was a basketball player as well and was an all-conference basketball player. Now he steps up. His first time seeing Jason Newman today. 1 for 2. Is Newman with a hard single up the middle his last time up. First pitch down the middle, a called strike. Thompson's on first after reaching on the infield single. Jason Newman at the plate, preparing to see the 0-1 pitch here in the top of the 7th inning. Swings on it. Hit to short. 1 and 2. 6-4-3 double play. And that is all she wrote for the top of the 7th. It's 5-3 Missoula as the Twin Bill sends us to the 7th inning stretch.
It's time for the 7th inning stretch. So get on your those home course ready. Looks like Cliff has found some friends, so here we go. Everybody sing. Your credit card.
The last time Livingston Morris stepped up to the plate, he absolutely murdered a ball. He hit it 440 feet, over 100 feet beyond the fence that he hit it over. And this first pitch, he fouls it back. That was a huge home run in the bottom of the 4th inning that made it a 4-3 ball game before one was tacked on in the top of the 5th on another home run, a Cameron Thompson one. This one is popped up into the air. Entire infield coming in. Willman seems to lock in on it, and he grabs it for out number 1.
Austin Bates.
It's a first professional at-bat coming up here as Austin Bates will step in for the first time. How does he approach this? Come out swinging as he's choked up quite a bit on the bat. You might be able to see that there. Don't know if that's a usual thing for him. He's quite a bit up there. Clearly exposed for him. Let me tell you about what he's done at the plate as he pops that one up and out of play. Gives a souvenir to his crowd here, his home crowd. 1-1 is the count now. So for Austin Bates, making his first professional at-bat here, his 2021 season at Georgia Gwinnett was by far his best, a .412 batting average, 2 home runs for him. And this one swung on. It's into center field. Coming into shallow center field, it will not be. A catch from Greenwald. In his first professional at-bat, Austin Bates gets on the board with his first professional hit. Noah Marcelo now stepping in. Marcelo, a strikeout and a flyout for him. This is his professional debut, as it is for Bates. Both of them added to the roster as I was driving into the parking lot this morning. Got the email from Nick Hogan. Squaring a bunt, but pulls back. Pitch goes high. Count goes to 1-0. Marcelo, good speed for him. He stole 8 bases in 24 games with the Duluth Huskies this spring. That one will miss low and in. Count goes to 2-0. Trying to reach base for the first time in his professional career. He'd surely take a walk. On base percentage over 3 summer collegiate seasons for Marcelo is just a touch under 400 at 399. 2-0 coming in with a runner on first in Austin Bates. That pitch goes high. It is now 3-0. Marcelo led the Arizona Western squad in at-bats this spring with 195 total trips to the plate. He had 10 home runs. 3-0, misses inside. It is a first trip to the base paths for Noah Marcelo. And I mentioned his speed. 27 stolen bases for the Matadors this spring. He'll reach on a 4-pitch walk. And now it's 2 new guys on the bases, and it will be a new guy on the mound. They are taking out Austin Seidel. 92 pitches thrown. I'll give you his final line when the final line is official, because he's responsible for Bates and Marcelo. There's 1 out, bottom of the 7th. 2 runners are aboard for Ryan Cole. Don't go anywhere. A big at-bat coming up for the Notre Dame man. Ryan Cole gets the chance versus the new pitcher for the Missoula Paddleheads, Tyler Elliott. Elliott, the MSU Billings product, originally from San Diego, California. First pitch misses high. The throw over to first will just be thrown to keep Marcelo honest. Cheating a little bit too far off, and CC didn't like it. The 1-0 will miss inside. Count goes to 2-0. Tyler Elliott on the season, a 4.66 ERA. This is his 6th appearance. And he has 8 strikeouts to 4 walks. He's behind 2-0 versus Ryan Cole, looking to reach base for the first time in his professional career. 2-0 coming in. That one will hit Ryan Cole. Glanced off his left thigh, and he'll take it. More than happy to get on for the first time in his professional career and load the bases for Brant Broussard. 1 out here in the bottom of the 7th. Brant Broussard stepping in. Broussard this season a .236 batting average. On-base percentage of .355. Biggest at-bat of the game for either side in a 2-run ball game here in the bottom of the 7th. Again, 1 out, bases loaded. Ooh, called strike there, a nice pitch. That finds the upper part of the strike zone. Count goes to 0-1, 1 out. Mcconnell on deck. Unless there's a double play, he'll get a chance too. The 0-1. Same location. And again, to the crowd's dismay, it's called a strike. 0-2. Broussard now has to protect. One out. Bates on third, Marcelo on second, Cole on first. 3 new guys that have all been added to the roster within the past 48 hours. The 0-2. Called strike 3. Nick Hogan is letting him hear it. Still letting him hear it. Still letting him hear it. And how far can he push the home plate umpire, Brandon Snyder? They pushed him just about to the fringe. Not an ejection yet. And there'll be two outs, and the bases loaded for Ben Mcconnell. I'll tell you what, I didn't think that first one got in, and then I think he put himself in a position where the next two were in that exact spot. And he needed to call those two if he called the first one, in theory. And 4 straight strikes thrown by Tyler Elliott since he hit Ryan Cole. Tying run is on second base right now, and there's plenty of speed there in Noah Marcelo. It's hit. It's into the glove of the second baseman, O'Connor. A full extension play to rob Ben Mcconnell of a base hit and what likely would have tied the game for the Glacier Range Riders. Great play from the Missoula second baseman. We'll head to the 8th. Still 5-3. Paddleheads lead. We're here in the top of the 8th inning. It is a 5-3 contest in favor of the Missoula Paddleheads. The new pitcher is Nate Thomas, and he'll throw his first pitch. Missing high. Count goes to 1-0. Nick Gatewood at the plate, 1 for 3 today. 1-0 pitch is swung on. It's a pop-up to shortstop. Brant Broussard navigating it and fielding it for out number 1. Nate Thomas, the new pitcher, 6'3", 245 pounds, 24 years old. Earlier this summer, just at the end of last month, actually just over a month ago, June 29th, he turned 24. The NIU graduate, Northern Illinois University, has spent plenty of times both at 2 specific spots. He's spent plenty of time in Fond du Lac, Wisconsin, and in DeKalb, Illinois. Played all of his summer ball for the Dock Spiders of the Northwoods League. Ball makes the count 1-0. Keaton Greenwald up. He's 1 for 3. Got a home run in his first at-bat. And that pitch is going to hit Keaton Greenwald on the back, and he'll get to take his base.
Second baseman, Mclean O'Connor.
Up comes Mclean O'Connor. O'Connor is 1 for 2. A single as well as a walk for O'Connor. He's been running all around the base paths. Very active runner. 1 out, runner on first, top of the 8th here. Game 6 of a 6-game series. The Glacier Range Riders will not play at home again until Saturday night when they host the Billings Mustangs here at Flathead Field. And then it will be just like today, a Sunday 105 pitch against the Billings Mustangs. You can listen to me here, and when they're on the road in Billings from Tuesday through Friday, you can tune into the PBL network to catch those games and listen to Brendan Mentz, the voice of the Billings Mustangs, take you through it. Speaking of the Mustangs, give you a scoring update. They're currently leading 3-2 in the top of the 7th down in Greeley, Colorado. 1-1 with 1 out coming in. Ooh, almost got the player over at first base. As that snap throw down to first, Austin Bates showing off a little bit of his defensive acumen. It was a ball off the plate. Count goes to 2-1. Oh, no, it goes to 1-2. Something hit the zone somewhere. 1-2, 1 out. Swung on, high fly ball to right field. Coming in is Sam Linscott. He tried to stunt the runner and say that he lost that one in the sun. But the runner, Greenwald, not falling for it. Greenwald back into first safely. No double play there. Up comes Nick Cece. 1 for 3 is Cece with a double. Got a line out and a ground out as well. Still on first is Greenwald. First pitch in is a foul ball. Boise and Ogden now tied at 6 apiece down in the Salt Lake City suburbs. Surrounding town of Salt Lake City. I guess it can stand on its own if you want to say that. Pitch misses low. Count goes to 1-1. 2 outs. Runner on first is Keaton Greenwald. At the plate, Nick CC prepares to see the pitch. Runner's going. The throw is in time. Austin Bates put that one a little off target, but Noah Marcelo went down, got it, and flipped it to the other side of the bag to tag the runner for out number 3. What a throw from Austin Bates. That ends the top of the 8th. We head to the bottom of the frame.
Third baseman, Ryan Cash.
Back here, we're in the bottom of the 8th. It's Ryan Cash that'll lead off. He's glad to see the end of Austin Seidel. 0 for 3 against him. And now we'll get his first cracks against the relief pitcher, Tyler Elliott, who comes in for his second inning of work. Likely a closer to come in the bottom of the 9th if it is still within a couple runs. Even if it gets bigger for Missoula, they'll still probably bring in a new pitcher, just not into a closing opportunity. First pitch from Elliott misses off the plate. Count goes 1-0. This is the final game of the 2022 season that the Paddleheads will play in Flathead Field. There is a 6-game series in Missoula at the end of August and into September between these two sides. But for this Mission Mountain matchup, Battle of 93, this is the final contest here of 6 games that have been played at the Range Riders home facility. Missing again, it's 3-0. I mentioned Billings on the 6th and the 7th, next Saturday, Sunday, and that sets off a torrential downpour of games. 13 games. Excuse me, more than that, actually. It'll be a 4-pitch walk to Ryan Cash. 14 games in 16 days here at Flathead Field. 14 games, 16 days. That is a lot. You'll be hearing a lot of my voice if I still have my voice by the end of it. Entire infield's going to come in right now and have this conversation, as this seems like a buy some time maneuver more than anything, as Michael Schlack did not have a pitcher warming up, and whoever is getting warm over there is doing so with much alacrity. See how much of a leash Brandon Snyder gives him, as he will start the walk-up. Yeah, it's very quick warm-ups over there in the bullpen as Snyder comes up and breaks up the conversation. A little extra conversation between CC and Elliott. Just one of those techniques that you see in this sport, especially when there's no official clock on how long a mound visit's supposed to be. There's a pitch clock, but we've yet to see it utilized. Sam Linscott up at the plate with a runner on first, no outs. Skips in the dirt. 5 straight balls thrown by Tyler Elliott. Michael Schlacht constantly looking down at his bullpen to see how his reliever is coming along. That might be Sam Hellinger, who got the save yesterday. Sam Linscott at the plate. 1-0. Throw over to first. Not going to get cash. From the 6th of August to the 21st of August, only the Mondays in there, August 8th and August 15th, are off for the Range Riders at home. There's a called strike. Count goes to 1-1. Linscott representing the tying run at the plate right here. Has shown some pop in his bat, but he hasn't gone yard in quite a while. Swung on. This one out to right field, but it looks like Omar Sparks has it, and he does. Good pop, good carry, but not enough of either to get it over the right fielder's head. And up comes Dean Miller. Livingston Morris waits on deck. He has a home run already today. Dean Miller, 1 for 3. He singled into right field and was along for the 2-run blast from Livingston Morris. Cash still on first with 1 out here, bottom of the 8th. Swings and misses. Couldn't time it up with the off-speed correctly. Count goes to 0-1 for Miller. Oh, 1 out. Runner on first in Cash. Lots of speed from him. Missing up high. Often when the pitch comes out of the pitcher's hand, you see Miller already kind of shaking his head whether he thinks it's going to be a strike or a ball. Often he's correct. Sometimes he's not. 1-1. 1 out. Runner on first. The pitch in. That's a called strike. Count goes to 1-2. Last time up, Miller grounded into a double play. 1-2. 1 out. Swing and a miss. Miller down on strikes. Livingston Morris, a 440-foot home run today. You got to think after that, they're not going to give him anything to try and hit, but they also don't have first base open. So they're going to pitch to him at least a little bit. Michael Schlacht is going to stay in the dugout and give Tyler Elliott the leash to try and deal with the power hitter for the Range Riders. First pitch goes up high. Count goes to 1-0. The 1-0 with 2 outs coming in. Just misses high. And that was right around the same pitch. But I thought Brant Broussard got 3 strikes called on him for. Called the ball here. Count goes 2-0. Umpire on the base path said that he went, and he is standing right behind the pitcher. A tough place to make that call. I think he went. But like I said, not the best positioning in a 2-man crew to be able to point at your umpire out there and try and say that. 2-1. Swing and a miss. Count is now 2-2 with 2 outs. Cash on first base. Two coming in. Called strike 3. Cash stranded on first. We head to the 9th. Still 5-3 Missoula. Austin Steinford is the new pitcher for the Glacier Range Riders. Steinford on the season, a 6.07 ERA, 3 wins, 1 loss. This is his 27th appearance, all out of the pen. He's got 3 saves, and he has struck out 40 while walking 18. First batter he'll see is Nick Cece as he tries to just limit the lead for the Missoula Paddleheads. And he lost his footing on the mound there. Luckily, nobody was on, or he would have been called for a balk there. First pitch swinging. High. Marcelo calls off the fielder around him. And it will be caught by Marcelo for out number 1. Up comes Jared Akins. He's 1 for 3. First pitch cracked out to left. Cole backing up. It's a home run. Jared Akins puts it over the left field fence. A solo blast makes it 6-3 here in the top of the 9th. First pitch swinging and just powered into left field. And there's about three Paddleheads fans that are here. And they were given a good ovation to that one. Everybody else, not so much. 1 out, top of the 9th. Now it's 6-3. Missoula in front here as we turn over the lineup card for Cameron Willman. First pitch misses high. Count goes to 1-0. That pitch will miss, and now it's 2-0. Range Riders, I've said it before, when they've trailed leading or going into the 9th. I'll say it again. Now they're 1-33 all time in situations like this. Swung on, hit into shallow left field, a base hit by Cameron Willman. He breaks up his 0 for day. Now 1 for 5 on the contest. Cameron Thompson steps up. He has got a 400-foot blast. There's 3 home runs by this Missoula Paddleheads squad. The Range Riders near the top of the league in terms of their home runs. But Missoula, by far number 1, 78 dingers. And with 3 today, it's now up to 81. Runner on first is Cameron Willman in this 6-3 game. 1 out, top of the 9th. At the plate is Cameron Thompson. First pitch swung on, a high fly ball to center field. Backing up is Mcconnell. He'll get to the track and make the grab. That one would have been gone any other part of the ballpark. But in center field, Cameron Thompson just comes up short of his second home run of the game. In case you're wondering, the last chances for the Glacier Range Riders seem to rest on the hands of the 3 new guys. Bates, Marcelo, and Cole due up. Pitch in. Swung on and missed by Omar Sparks, who was looking to go yard. Count goes to 0-1. 2 outs. Jason Newman on deck in the hole. For the Paddleheads, if we get there, it's Nick Gatewood. 0-1 with 2 outs and a runner on first. Pitch comes in. Foul ball. Make it 0-2. Again, please feel free to tune in to the broadcast on the road next Tuesday through Friday after everybody gets tomorrow off in the Pioneer League. Celebrate the August sunny weather in style. 0-2. Swung on, a high fly ball to left field. Ryan Cole coming in, loses his hat, but he makes the play for out number 3. The solo home run from Jared Akins makes it 6-3. It's going to be Bates, Marcelo, and Cole needing some bottom of the 9th magic.
Bates.
Hitting 1,000 as a professional. Up comes Austin Bates. 1 for 1 all time in his professional career after signing earlier today with the Glacier Range Riders. First pitch misses inside. Count goes to 1-0. Austin Bates, a New York native. Prepares to see his second pitch here. That one smacks the zone. A called strike. Count goes to 1-1. Austin Bates this past season for Georgia Gwinnett in their run to the NAIA World Series, a .368 batting average. Foul ball makes it 1-2. Joining, of course, a couple of his fellow Grizzlies here, including one that hit a home run earlier, Livingston Morris. Called strike 3, and Bates will make the walk back. Another strikeout looking for the Glacier Range Riders. 1 away in the bottom of the 9th. Up comes Noah Marcelo. Ryan Cole currently on deck. We saw him pinch hit for by Eddie McCabe last game, I should say. Noah Marcelo will prepare to see pitch number 1. Foul ball. Count goes to 0-1. One out, bottom of the 9th here. Swung on, slow roller, deep in the hole. The throw across the diamond. Off the base. Just pulled a little bit off the base there from the throw from Willman. I don't know if it'll go down as an error or a hit. It took our umpire a long time, and Michael Schlack is going to come out and talk about that one. The umpires are going to meet to discuss it. This is a huge call depending on what happens here. It's going to be called an infield single for Marcelo. If the umpires let it stand. There was a long hesitation from Kelly Atkinson, and they will say it's safe. So you're telling me there's a chance. Ryan Cole steps up, hit by a pitch, reached for the first time in his professional career. He would take that, but something bigger could be better for Ryan Cole, still looking for his first pro hit. First pitch finds the zone, the upper part of the strike zone to make it 0-1. 1 out. Runner on first is Marcelo. I mentioned he's got speed. You saw some of it when he beat that one out and got aided by the throw off line. So we get a swing and a miss, and it's 0-2. Ryan Cole also quite choked up on the bat here. Might be a mid-game adjustment by more than just Austin Bates, who I've only seen him bat with choked up. The 0-2. Pitch goes just high. Strikeout numbers today for the Paddleheads have been solid. 11 Ks from the Paddleheads compared to just 5 from the 4 pitchers that we've seen for the Glacier Range Riders. The 1-2 with 1 out and a runner on first. Pitch into Cole. He swings on it. That one is knuckled, and it's going to get down. The throw for 1. It will be enough for 1. Marcelo was in no man's land there to do anything, and that's tough. With 2 outs, That one, you're able to just scramble and head to second, and on that one, all he could do is get thrown out at second. A fielder's choice has the Range Riders down to their last out. First pitch coming into Broussard, misses high. They're going to have speed as the tying run is represented by Ben Mcconnell. Brant Broussard can't get out, so he would get on representing a run to bring it within one. And he has lots of wheels. And Cole on first. Mentioned it plenty last night, but he can boogie quite well. It's a 1-1 count, 2 outs, runner on first. Last chance for the Range Riders, swung on by Brant Broussard. It's hit to center field, and it is caught by the center fielder, Keaton Greenwald, for out number 3, out number 27 for the Missoula Paddleheads. Sam Hellinger gets his save and gets another save, the second straight day where he comes on as the closer and slams the door on the Glacier Range Riders. That means that the Range Riders have split this series with the defending champion and first half winning Missoula Paddleheads. They won the 3 out of the first 4 games, but then a good counter effort from the Paddleheads had them winning the final 2 contests and evening up the series at 3 apiece to end up equalizing and getting out of here with a all-time lead of 5 games to 10 games, or 10 games to 5 games, 10 wins for the Paddleheads compared to just 5 wins for the Range Riders in this rivalry matchup. Let's go over some of the nitty-gritty. Winning pitcher today with a great start is Austin Seidel. Seidel threw 6 1/3 innings. He had 3 earned runs, 7 strikeouts, and 2 walks. Elliott held it over until Hellinger came in and picked up the save. The losing pitcher is the starter, Tanner Solomon. He saddles the loss after allowing 5 earned runs over 5 innings, 3 strikeouts, and 2 walks. Barnett pitched 2 innings scoreless. Steinford allowed a run in his inning, and Thomas pitched an inning scoreless as well. Couple highlights offensively. First, you got to tip your cap. The home run balls by Cameron Thompson, Jared Akins, Keaton Greenwald for the Paddleheads, and then the 2-run jack by Livingston Morris. 4 home runs today. 2 hits from Cameron Thompson and Jared Akins. And on the other side, nobody for the Glacier Range Riders had multiple hits, just a 6-hit ball game as the Range Riders were out hit by 5 versus Missoula, who had 11 hits on the day. A final score, 6-3. Again, please tune in on the road when the Range Riders play down in Billings. And then be back here on Saturday night, 7:05, when the Billings Mustangs take on the Glacier Range Riders. The final 2 games against the Billings Mustangs in the season between the 2 cross-state rivals. Once again, thanks so much for tuning in tonight. My name is Scott Gladstone. It's been a pleasure to have all you Paddleheads fans tuning in all season to us. If the Glacier Range Riders can make a run at it, maybe we'll see one more game between these 2 sides here at Flathead Field. But there's a lot of games to go, and there's a lot of movement that can still happen in the standings. Once again, thanks so much for tuning into this broadcast. My name's Scott Gladstone. Please have a great rest of your evening or rest of your afternoon. There's still time to go in the afternoon. Have a great rest of your afternoon and stay safe out there. The final score, Paddleheads win 6-3.